everyone, and welcome to another stacked episode of UFC Connected. Here's what's coming up. Brian Ortega checks out his custom lowrider for the very first time.
Look at my car. Holy
Mackenzie Dern explains what it takes to be a fight mom.
A lot of people hold off to have a baby for their career, and I was kind of the opposite. We're gonna do this and be like a mom champ.
Get the fighting philosophy of Kiwi coach to champions, Eugene Bareman.
I can put it down to one key factor that's led to my success as a coach, and that's passion.
Go through the darkness, boys. Go through the darkness.
And we hear how a chance run-in changed the future for Mounir Lazzez.
The story is just mind-boggling. This kid is just terrorizing me about this guy. He's like, I'm telling you, this guy's awesome. You need him.
Los Angeles has long been considered the home of the lowrider car culture. Growing up in LA, UFC featherweight Brian Ortega dreamed of one day owning his very own classic car. Years of success in the UFC octagon allowed that dream to become a reality. We joined Ortega in the City of Angels for his take on lowrider culture and to see his custom ride. This is Ultimate Access.
Here we have this culture of everyone lowriding and cruising and having fun and taking pride in their vehicle. Taco trucks outside, you have DJ set up, you see the entire street, the sides blocked off, everyone taking videos, people going down the boulevard, cars jumping, three-wheel motion. You just see unity, a scene that you have to see for yourself. It's the Chicano culture. Growing up in the environment that I grew up in, if you had a lowrider, you were the man. You're a boss. All of our older generations had cars like that. The ones who were successful, they were the heroes. A lot of people want Ferrari, McLaren. The lowrider, those were our Ferraris. So I wanted one.
There's arguments in the history books of where it started, but for me, it's here, you know? It's in LA. This is my home, LA culture and hip hop. For me, the importance of it is to keep the integrity of the culture. That's why I keep shooting. Brian, he reps LA hard. He's always throwing up the LAs. We go do photo shoots and go to low riding functions and we kick it, we, call each other and hang out, and it's been all good.
The first one I got was about, let's say, a year and a half ago. It's a 63 Impala Super Sport. I stood by that car when I was 18 years old. I took photos with it. And I told the owner, one day I'm gonna own your car. He said, yeah, right. 10 years later, I came in there with a pocket full of cash. I go, give me the car. I made a choice on what I wanted. I stuck by it and I got it. It means a lot to someone like me growing up like that. I went from Section 8 housing unit, living check by check, to I can treat myself to things that I've always wanted when I was a kid. After I got the Impala, I wanted to fix it up, have a full sound system. I wanted to put some nice rims on it. One of the pride that we take when you go up to a car show is you pop your trunk open and you show what you have. I want to do that. We're going to pick up the car that I've been waiting 6 months to finally see. From A&G, it's in Whittier Boulevard. It's a family-owned business. I don't know what it looks like. I don't even know how he's gonna surprise me, but we're gonna see with the work that him and his people have been putting in at the shop. Damn! Oh my God, look at this.
So my son, Alfred Jr., he's a big fan, and when he saw that Brian got the 63 Impala, messaged him saying that if he needs his help with the car, we can definitely help him out, and that's how the relationship started. You haven't seen your baby in a while.
Nothing, dude. It's been a while. Cool with it. I told him, please take your time. Look at my car. Holy shit. Oh my God, look at these lights. Ready? At it. Oh. Holy shit, man. You guys got down, bro. You guys got down.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went in.
Oh man, this is
Slapped 13x7s. We've custom powder coated them, and the hub is chrome, but the spokes are black.
dude, better than what I envisioned it.
So these are all the amplifiers. They're the high-end Morale.
Yeah.
They're top-of-the-line amplifiers. There's 3 monoblocks, 3 4-channels for all the highs, 3 subwoofers behind the plexiglass and the custom enclosure. And then you got all the air ride components, 4 compressors, tank, valves, everything underneath this.
Oh my God.
Brian, part of his dream growing up was having one of these custom lowriders. He's obviously been successful. He's definitely moved forward to make that dream come true.
Bro, this bum. Bro, this bum got it. The guys at A&G really did a good job. I don't think they got a 6'3" like this. Dude, thank you guys so much, man. This is Mr. Joy, this is my girl. Hello.
Usually when I do photos of people, it's like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, you know. Pretty much never see them again. Whereas with Brian, we just hit it off right away, you know. We were both into the same kind of things, you know, like low riding and the culture. People from the outside look at us as we have lowriders. But when you're in the culture, you are a lowrider because this is an extension of me. It's not just a car, it's an art piece.
The cruising's been going on for years and decades, and we're just a part of it. The cruises go on every Sunday. The whole idea is just to come in and everybody show off their work, show off their cars. A lot of our customers, they bring their cars, park them in the parking lot, and it's kind of like a nightclub on the streets. It's also you socialize. You're gonna see it and hear it all.
It's a dope feeling that all this can happen based off the limelight that I have in the UFC. I can enjoy this on a better level than I could ever. I have more people, more raza, you know, like everyone get together, the unity. Just cruise, yeah, just cruise, it's dope, bro. I'm a representation of an individual that can work hard and achieve their dreams in the culture that we're in. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough you think your situation is, if anything, it's an excuse to have fuel to motivate you to do something in life. You become something of yourself that one day you look back and you're proud of. Make something of yourself. You can set that example and you can be that bar and that change. Better your life and have a happy ending.
Martial arts is in the blood of UFC strawweight Mackenzie Dern. The daughter of jiu-jitsu legend Megaton Diaz, Dern grew up competing in BJJ tournaments from an early age. She won multiple jiu-jitsu world championships before making the move to MMA. After going 7-0 as a pro, including 2 wins in the UFC, Mackenzie celebrated the arrival of her first child in 2019. And just months later, she was back in the octagon, driven by a new form of inspiration in her quest for UFC gold. Mackenzie opened up about her fighting family and how it's shaping her role as a mom. This is Locked In.
Since I'm little, I always dreamt not just to be like world champion, but to be a mom champ. Watching my father compete all the time was the biggest thing that made me want to have a baby and keep fighting. He's a black belt champion, you know. He's had a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy since I was born. Watch my dad training, winning, losing, all the emotions that goes behind it. Going to the tournaments with him, you know, watching everyone talk to my dad and congratulate him. It's like, you're like, man, your dad's a superhero, you know? And I think it's the best way to be like a role model and be an inspiration. And these are all things that I want to do for my child. So when I started to do it, he made me like evolve as a fighter and a person, wanting to be like him and around this world. It was a mental preparation for me as a kid without me knowing, you know? I was like already being mentally prepared. It was normal for me to go through all the hard work and be in a competing mindset. That was the same mentality I took with me in MMA.
Mackenzie Dern makes her UFC debut. There is no overstating just how accomplished she is on the jiu-jitsu circuit.
She is world class on the ground.
Good attack right there. Nice takedown. There you go.
Oh, she gets it.
It's over. She's in trouble, Joe.
Mackenzie Dern!
She's on another level than anyone she's ever fought inside the octagon.
Oh, big right for Dern. Cooper's trying to fight hands. There's the tap. Mackenzie Dern!
I was 2 fights in the UFC. I had 2 good wins. Then I found out I was pregnant. I think I should be nervous, about my career. But I wasn't. I felt like it's gonna push me more because I think for sure my dad was pushed a lot with me. I was more concerned about what other people are gonna think. They're gonna think, oh, she's never gonna be back the same. She's never gonna make weight again. And I was like, no, we're gonna be back to competing and it's gonna surprise everyone. And I said, I think this is what I was meant to do, My little Moa, she was born June 9th, 2019. A lot of people hold off to have a baby for their career. And I was kind of the opposite. We're gonna do this, we're gonna have the baby and be like a mom champ. I was back in the gym 1 month after she was born. The first month I started the striking, and the second month I was back into training everything. I totally dedicated myself to the training as much as I could, and I felt good for the circumstances. And at 4 months, I made my comeback.
Welcome back to the octagon, Mackenzie Dern. She just gave birth. Now she's getting ready to come into a fight here again.
Oh, that was a big shot. Man, look at this exchange.
Amanda Ribas and Mackenzie Dern go the distance.
That was my first ever loss. Now I see how crazy I was to be fighting 4 months after I have a baby. If I fought then at the highest level of MMA, in the world, when I'm breastfeeding this 4-month-old baby, it makes me give that much value of everything that I did. I know today I'm an even better fighter. I'm more professional, I'm more focused, I'm more mature than before my daughter was born. So now it's the best thing that happened to me.
Mackenzie Dern seems to be mentally and physically a totally different athlete than the one who made her debut a couple years ago. Oh, here it is, a knee bar. Mackenzie Dern, special on the ground as usual.
Mackenzie Dern, virtually no weight cut, in the best shape of her life, and getting right to it here.
She's looking for an armbar. That is tight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there's the tap!
Dern now a shiny 4-1 of the UFC.
Oh, Mackenzie hurt her.
The striking has gone to the next level tonight.
Now that she's had her child, you see the clear intention in this woman. You see her taking over. You see her focus.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, there it is.
There's the tap quickly. Another submission finish. Mackenzie Dern.
No, it's like they see me as this fighter and this mature woman and take it seriously. And she's a wife. She's a mom too, and my whole time here in the UFC and my whole fighting career is to show people you need to dream big, don't dream just very little. Dream big because you can accomplish anything you dream. 1, 2, 3, já.
With 2 UFC champions and a stable of hot prospects, City Kickboxing frontman Eugene Bareman is recognized as one of the greatest minds in MMA today. He credits that success to his own fight experience and the powerful bonds he shares with his team. Eugene gave us an insight into his thoughts on the fight game in Coach's Corner.
The journey to any level in the sport is a tough one.
The City Kickboxing camp is really changing the game in a lot of respects.
Tremendous talent coming out of that gym.
And it requires an extreme amount of dedication.
Oh! Huge right for Hooker!
Oh, he slapped him! Oh, my God! Eugene knows they got something special in their hands with Stylebender.
Oh! Another knockdown! Israel Adesanya! City Kickboxing figures to be a feather in the cap of Alexander Volkanovski.
Rip into the body, drops him! That's it!
Alexander the Great! arrived!
Come on, you boys, come on, come on, come on, Shane.
I can put it down to one key factor that's led to my success as a coach, and that's passion.
Go through the darkness, boys. Go through the darkness. That's all you got to do to win a fight.
I would be coaching regardless of if I had UFC champions or national champions or no champions. I've definitely let my passion be the driving force behind me being a coach.
It's going to hurt. Losing hurts more. Come on.
What I enjoy most about coaching is the interaction with another human being who's been through the same thing that I've been through. I believe it's a big advantage to have been a fighter in the past. There's things that first-hand experience gives you that you just can't get any other way. The experiences that I'm able to draw from make me more knowledgeable with the information that I'm passing on.
Work the body from the inside, okay? Try to minimize coming out of here like this, okay?
I can impart my first-hand knowledge onto them and watch them take a very similar journey to the one that I made many years ago. I don't have a standard approach for every fighter that I have, because I know that each individual is so different. I have to know what drives them. I have to know the reason that they're fighting. I have to know what they're going through in their life at that particular time. And I have to tailor my approach to that. When it's time to walk out, there's pressure, a massive weight on my shoulders, on the team's shoulders, on my fighters' shoulders. It's the weight of wanting to do our team justice and do our team proud. And coming from a country like New Zealand, it's the weight of that country on our shoulders. From the moment we walk out, my senses become real highly sensitive, and I see everything and take everything in. And I'm 100% aware of every little thing that's going on around me, hypersensitive. When it comes to fight time, I try and feel their energy. I pay careful attention to the fighter and to their mannerisms and where they're looking, and it's not so much about the instruction at that point, it's just about them hearing a familiar voice.
Nice, bro. Let's start to bring a left hook over the shoulder kick. Beautiful. Go to the body, Bo! Go to the body! Go to the body and then come up! Body over! Body over! Body over! Show him some looks, brother. Show him some looks. Let him boy, Dan. Let him boy, Dan. Get him, Dan. Get him, Dan. Get him, Dan. Yes.
Having some of the best combat sports athletes to ever compete in the UFC kind of under my charge, it's an honor and a privilege. My first UFC champion was Israel Adesanya. It's amazing when I think back at it, when I'm talking about it, how everything just came together. A big super show, set UFC records.
57,000 strong here in Marvel Stadium here tonight.
Everything came to fruition that we talked about on that one particular night.
Lineker nearly out on his feet. Adesanya trying to close it out.
It's over.
Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
We're the best. Undisputed. No one can argue.
I don't know if too many human beings get to experience something like that. I feel so lucky that I've got that locked away in my memory forever. My second champion was Alex Volkanovski. Me and the team spent so much time putting that game plan together and picking Max apart. The coming together, the synergy that night, is something that I remember for the rest of my life. The bond between me and my fighters is so strong. I know what drives them, I know their family, I know what they've been through in their life. It definitely goes beyond what I'd say a normal coach's bond with their student is. Without that, I just don't think we can achieve the pinnacle of the sport.
There's someone who's more of a man than me. Huge, come here, step up. I've planned this for so long. I want to say, without him, my career wouldn't be where it is. Yo.
I love being a part of that journey and helping them achieve those goals.
We did it, look at that, baby! Yeah, the boys. Cheers, boys. Thank you.
In 2020, Mounir Lazzez became the first UAE-based fighter to compete in the UFC when he debuted on Fight Island. Though he was already a known entity on the regional scene, a chance run-in with UFC President Dana White changed his future and that of Middle Eastern MMA. We found out what went into this pivotal debut in Fighter Focus.
I'm born and raised in Tunisia. Tough life, you know, you have to fight to get everything, you know. When I was young, I was not confident guy at all. I was always like hiding, and my brother was the opposite of me. He was troublemaker. So my brother reported me to my father and grandfather. He said, your son is scared. He don't want to involve in any fight with me, you know. Even he see me I'm fighting, he never come to help or fight with me, you know. So they decided to put me in martial arts school, you know, to pick up my confidence and learn how to defend myself. And they started from there, you know. I get a couple of titles, you know, in amateur. And from over there, I moved here to UAE to start my professional journey.
A lot of Arabs that come from a difficult upbringing end up becoming great fighters. Those guys are the most dangerous guys.
Again, fast. Short.
These guys love to fight for that warrior spirit.
Short.
He's one of the guys that you need to watch out for. He's one of the personalities that made his name in regional organizations.
The guy's an incredible striker. They call him a sniper for that reason.
I'm trying to bring the striking game to a whole different level. I don't try to play it safe.
Elbows coming down.
Smart, violent, all together at the same time.
Blake stops it. And the crowd is losing their mind.
I dominate every regional organization till nothing to prove. I started to really believe that I can be in the UFC. I was waiting for that call.
We've been hearing great things about him from friends in the Middle East who said, look, this is a talented kid, but the way he gets to the UFC is by a friend of Dana White's son showing him highlight tapes and saying, you got to give this guy a chance.
The story is just mind-boggling. My son's birthday party, and took a bunch of his friends to dinner, and this kid that's sitting next to me, Adam, is just terrorizing me about this guy. He's like, I'm telling you, this guy's awesome, you need him.
He was in touch with me in that moment. He said, Munir, Dana is here. I'm gonna try to show him your highlight reel to get you into UFC Fight Island.
For whatever reason, Dana says, all right, kid, you can be my matchmaker for this one. And they bring Mounir Lazzez into the UFC on the recommendation of his son's friend.
It's crazy, you know, how, 17 years old made this fight, but, we prove it. Like, anything in this life can happen, you know.
Mounir Lazzez was the first Arab-born, Arab-based fighter to make it to the UFC. He was like the star of Fight Island 1.
171, the official weight for Mounir Lazzez.
It was a sweet moment for Arabs mixed martial arts when Mounir Lazzez made his debut on Fight Island.
All right, so here is Mounir Lazzez fighting out of Dubai, making his UFC debut here tonight.
Everyone was happy for him, including his opponents. For them, it's a collective success when any one of them reaches the pinnacle of the sport.
Lazzez has quite the highlight reel, a couple of head kick knockouts. But Paul, so does Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
Have fun, gentlemen.
With that touch of gloves, we are underway.
Whoa!
Reset, reset.
He's
Sucked
getting
up here.
smashed here.
His first fight was a little bit scary. You start thinking, uh-oh, what kind of mistake did we make here? What are we doing letting teenage kids, be our matchmakers?
Give yourself a bit more distance,
But Mounir Lazzez, he survives that early storm.
Lazzez is smiling at
He
him.
comes out of that early flurry and he smiles a little bit and you go, okay, this kid's got something.
Beautiful, Nick. Second phase. Beautiful.
I never been defeated here in my home ground. It's like kind of motivation for me.
He's fighting Munir.
He's definitely throwing less for sure.
Oh, that slide up, crash elbow.
Look at the tides are turning. Now it's Al Hassan that's backing up.
Keep him there. No, don't rush.
And for me, I'm trying to prove that when I was young, not confident, and I was scared so much from fighting, I want to prove it till now. I can make it.
Get on top.
What a fight turned in by Mounir Lazzez.
The winner by unanimous decision, Munir, the Sniper Lazzez.
We're really starting to see talent emerge from places we never thought of before. It's really taking the sport to the next level.
I think the talent's always been there. It's just they were waiting for their chance. I feel like Munir kind of provided that hope for people that you can train out of the Middle East and make it to the UFC.
How about that, sir? Welcome to the UFC, baby.
It kind of just shed light on the rest of the talent who are now thinking they have a chance.
Everyone saw what he did. A debut that got him fight of the night. A winning debut and a representation of Arab fighters and fighters from the region. One of the biggest accomplishments for the country.
You know, sometimes to give hope for others, it has to be done with one. And that one was me.
Well, that's all for this episode. Get in touch and give us your thoughts online by using the hashtag UFC Connected. Until next time, I'm Megan O'Leary, and I'll see you at the fights.